A little scrambled, but I'm here. Okay, Randy Hultgren is our next speaker. Randy's a full-time husband, father, and businessman. He's been a local Republican precinct committeeman for 20 years. He's fought higher taxes and irresponsible spending on the DuPage County Board, in the State House, and in the State Senate. In the General Assembly, Randy fought the gross receipts tax, thank God, sponsored property tax assessment freezes, and voted to impeach Governor Blagojevich. Randy is now running for U.S. Congress in the 14th District. He's been endorsed by the National Taxpayers United of Illinois, the National Federation of Independent Businessmen, by the National Rifle Association, and by the Illinois State Rifle Association. You can become a fan of Randy on Facebook, and for more information you can visit www.hultgrenforcongress.com. The topic of Senator Hultgren's presentation today is, where's the accountability? It's coming.
Good to see you all. Thanks so much for coming out today. My name is Randy Hultgren. I am a state senator just a little bit south of here. I represent the 48th District down in the Illinois Senate. Been fighting for all of you down there with my great friends, John Milner, other people, Randy Ramey in the House. We've got some wonderful representatives around here. We need to clean up Springfield, and some good things are happening there. We need to make sure Bill Brady gets elected. We also have to clean up Washington, D.C. I'm running for Congress because Congress is broken. We need change out in Washington, D.C. We need people who are actually listening to us for a change and working for us for a change. Something happens when they cross over the Potomac River where all of a sudden they think this is their money, this is their jobs, this is their opportunity to take care of their friends and family. That's got to change. We need accountability back in government. We need accountability in Springfield. We need accountability especially out in the federal government. I've been privileged enough to serve as a citizen legislator down in the State House and also in the State Senate. Before that, I served on the county board. I've seen local government, I've seen state government, I've seen federal government. There is a need for government, but government needs to be accountable. Best government is local government. We can keep a close eye on what people are doing. The most scary government is federal government because, again, once they get out there, they think they can start doing whatever they want to do. And we need to hold them accountable. And that's why this election is so important. I've been involved in a lot of elections over the last 20-some years, voting in elections, volunteering in elections, helping other people, walking my precinct. I've been a precinct committeeman for 20 years, served as a chairman of a township, and helping many, many people get elected for office. And I've run for some offices myself. I've been elected as state representative, as a county board member, as state senator. But I tell you, I have never seen an election more important than this election on November 2nd. I am truly afraid that our country is at a tipping point. If we don't pull back now, if we don't step up and say, we're heading the wrong direction, this is not what our founding fathers had in mind. This is not what our Constitution says the federal government should be doing. This is not freedom. This is not liberty. This is not opportunity. This is government taking over our lives, and it's got to stop. This is our opportunity, and that's what I want to challenge you with today. I'm so encouraged by all of you coming out on a really hot August day to be involved, to be engaged, to be energized, to realize that this is important. And that's what I'm so excited about for this year. In all the years that I've been involved, I've never seen people as engaged as they are this year, of seeing that this is our time. If we don't step up, if we don't stand up, if we don't shout out and say, this is wrong, we want our country back, we're going to lose it. 2012 is going to be too late. 2010 is our year. It's our year to send a message here in Illinois. And it's our year to send a message here in the 14th Congressional District of Illinois. This is a seat that Barack Obama had a direct impact on Bill Foster, the incumbent, winning back in 2008. And I want to make sure that that changes. We need to send a message here in the 14th Congressional District. Let me tell you real quickly where that district is, because it's confusing with all the numbers. I get confused myself where things are at. But it's a wonderful district. It's western DuPage County, so it's western Bartlett, Wayne, West Chicago, Winfield, and Warrenville. And then it goes into all of Kane County, all of Kendall County, most of DeKalb County, most of Lee County out by Dixon, Whiteside County by Rock Falls and Sterling, follows the Rock River down into Henry County, so it's Geneseo, Cambridge, Orion, Kewanee. There's a hill in Orion that I can stand on in my district and look into Iowa. So it's a big district. It goes from right here in DuPage County all the way out to Henry County. Big area, wonderful area, but it's an area that is hurting right now. They are hurting because the federal government is doing everything to kill jobs, to kill opportunity, to punish productivity. That's got to stop. We got to start encouraging productivity. We have to encourage people to invest and be entrepreneurs and be job creators once again. As we do that, as we start getting opportunity once again to our families, so many good things happen when we create jobs. We've seen it here in Illinois. I saw it in the fight against the grocery receipts tax that Rod Blagojevich was pushing. We were going to lose thousands and thousands of jobs here from Illinois, but we were able to stand up and unite together and fight against that and say, no, we want to do everything we can to keep jobs here, keep people working here, keep good opportunity for our kids and grandkids going into the future. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm running for Congress. My wife and I are privileged to have 4 wonderful kids. I've got a 16-year-old son, a 14-year-old daughter, an 8-year-old son, and a 6-year-old son. And I see a very real threat that if we don't act now, if we don't stand up and step up now and take our country back on November 2nd, I'm afraid for the first time we might hand our country to our kids and our grandkids in much worse shape than it was given to us. And that would be a tragedy. So much has been done to fight for our freedom and liberty and opportunity here in this country. I want to thank all of the veterans who have served so valiantly in fighting for our freedoms. Now is our turn to fight for our freedom. We can fight for our freedom in the ballot box on November 2nd. So we need you to stay engaged. We need you to do everything you possibly can. My hope is that every single one of us, when we wake up on November 3rd, can say, I've got no regrets. I've done everything I possibly could to encourage every single person to get out and vote. I've gotten myself educated on the issues. I know the candidates. I know what's important. And I've gotten all of my friends and family and acquaintances, people I work with, making sure that I know that they're getting out to vote. It's that important. If we do that, if we take it seriously and we get involved and take this personally, that this is our responsibility. This is what it means to be a citizen of America. To take that right to vote, to cherish it, and to use it the best we possibly can and encourage others to do it as well. If we do that, I am so confident we will celebrate on November 3rd. Not only will we not have any regrets on November 3rd, we will be celebrating because we'll see a turn in our nation. A 180-degree turn of changing direction, heading in the right direction, heading once again to embracing our Constitution, embracing freedom, embracing liberty, embracing opportunity. That's what I want to do in Congress. That's my commitment to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being involved. I want to ask for your help specifically in my race in a couple things. It was mentioned earlier in the introduction. Join me as a friend on Facebook so we can communicate. My opponent, the incumbent, has tons of money from the labor unions, from the trial lawyers. We're going to be outspent, but we're not going to be outworked. I guarantee you we are not going to be outworked. So if we can have your help and your assistance, whether you live in that district or not, this is one we can win back. And together, the thing I get most excited about, if we can bring people together, joining us on Facebook, investing in our campaign, we're not asking for contributions, we're not asking for donations, we're asking you to invest in a change in America in our campaign. So please do that, and please come and help us. We're making calls from our office to reach out to voters to make sure that they understand again how important this race is and the other races are around the state. So if you could, check out our website. It's hultgrenforcongress.com. We've got brochures here. You can see signs down here, hultgrenforcongress.com. You can sign up for Facebook right there. You can make an investment in our campaign. You can join us as part of our team to make sure that we win. And one of the things that I'm most excited about in this race, and I promise you, I'm going to be thinking about each and every one of you. When I go out to Washington, D.C., as your representative, I'm going to recognize that you're my boss. I work for you. You don't work for me, I work for you, and I'll never forget that. That's how it should be. And we're going to have a lot more people that get elected this time with that perspective, that you are the boss. We work for you, we report to you, and that's never going to change. So we're going to turn this nation around, and I'm going to be thinking about you, my boss, as I take my very first vote in Washington, D.C. And that first vote is going to be to fire Nancy Pelosi. With that, with the wonderful team that I'm going to join with out in Washington, D.C., we are going to fight to bring our nation back, to bring opportunity back, to bring liberty back. So together, let's keep up the fight. November 2nd's coming fast. It's about 80 days away. We got to take advantage of every hour, every minute. Don't let it slip away. No regrets. Let's get this done. And together, let's celebrate. This is our day to fight. This is our day to be engaged and to make a difference. And together, we can